It's October 1st, 2013. A young man sits in a San Francisco library, typing on his laptop. He's 29 years old, clean-cut, wearing a casual shirt. He looks like any other programmer working remotely. In 47 seconds, his life will be over.
I was trying to do something good. I was trying to help us move toward
This call is from a federal prison.
On his screen, a website worth $1.2 billion, a digital drug empire serving 150,000 customers worldwide, and buried in his chat logs, orders for 6 murders. The FBI grabs his laptop mid-session before he can close it. Before the encryption activates, they've been hunting him for 2 years. His name is Ross Ulbricht, but online he's known as the Dread Pirate Roberts.
U.S. man was able to hide behind a false identity, operating a sophisticated illegal drug website.
After an intensive 2-year investigation, the FBI arrested Ross William Ulbricht.
This is his story. Ross Ulbricht doesn't look like a criminal. Physics degree from Penn State, master's in materials, science from UT Dallas. He was an Eagle Scout, a good kid, the kind of son parents brag about.
He's an exceptional kid. He wasn't an exceptional kid. He had qualities that are noble. He cares about people, trustworthy.
How much I think of Ross, how highly I think of him. He's such a great person.
It was definitely a first love experience for me because I learned a whole lot about love and myself and like how attached and vulnerable you can get.
But Ross has a problem with authority. He's been reading Ludwig von Mises, Murray Rothbard, Ron Paul, libertarian philosophy, free markets, individual liberty. And one idea keeps haunting him. Why does the government get to decide what you put in your own body? Ross tries to start a used bookstore in Austin. It fails. He tries day trading. That fails too. He's living with his girlfriend, broke, frustrated, watching the world through a libertarian lens. And then he discovers something that changes everything. The darknet, Tor, the Onion router. Software originally developed by the US Navy to protect government communications. It bounces your internet connection through multiple servers worldwide, making you completely anonymous. Ross has an idea. What if there was a place online where you could buy anything without government interference? True freedom, true free market, no violence, no coercion, just voluntary exchange between consenting adults. He calls it Silk Road.
The FBI calls it the most sophisticated criminal marketplace on the internet. Thousands of drug dealers used it to sell drugs and completely hide their identity.
LSD, cocaine, and ecstasy are now just a click of a mouse away. A new website sells illegal drugs to anyone who is willing to pay.
February 2011, Silk Road goes live. The rules are simple. You can buy or sell anything: drugs, fake IDs, hacking tools, except 3 things: CP, stolen credit cards, and anything designed to harm innocent people. Payment, Bitcoin only, untraceable. Sellers are rated like eBay. Bad product, bad review. Rip someone off, you're banned. The first sale, magic mushrooms, $20. Ross takes a 10% commission. Month 1, a few $100s. Month 6, $30,000. Year 1, $1.2 million per month. Ross is making more money than he ever imagined, but he tells himself this isn't about money. It's about principle. It's about freedom. He posts on the Silk Road forums as Dread Pirate Roberts. Silk Road is about something much bigger than getting your drugs. It's about taking back our liberty. Users love him. They call him a hero, a revolutionary. By 2012, Silk Road has 10,000 active users, then 50,000, then 100,000. Total sales, $1.2 billion. Ross's commission, $120 million. But someone else is paying attention: the FBI. Homeland Security forms a task force. Lead investigator, Chris Tarbell, cybercrime specialist. The mission, find Dread Pirate Roberts. The problem, he's a ghost. No real name, no location, no IP address. Every connection bounces through Tor nodes in different countries: Iceland, Romania, Netherlands. Back to the US impossible to track, but the FBI has patience. They start intercepting packages, small-time dealers getting sloppy, drugs in the mail. They work backwards, tracing Bitcoin wallets, analyzing blockchain transactions, and then they catch a break. An FBI analyst finds something, a post on a Bitcoin forum from January 2011, 1 month before Silk Road launched. Someone asking for programming help. The username, Altoid. The email address attached to the account, rosselbricht@gmail.com. Tor.com. They have a name. Now they just need to find him. But Ross is careful. He uses Tor for everything. He never logs in from his real IP address. He moves between coffee shops, libraries, using different networks. The FBI spends months tracking him across San Francisco. And then Ross makes a mistake, a big one. In 2013, a Silk Road employee, Curtis Green, gets arrested in Utah with a laptop full of evidence. He agrees to cooperate with the DEA. Ross hears about this. He panics. What if Curtis talks? What if he reveals everything? A user messages Ross, says he's a hitman, says he can make problems disappear. Ross doesn't hesitate. I need Curtis Green dealt with, permanently. He sends $80,000 in Bitcoin. Days later, the hitman sends proof. A photo of Curtis Green, eyes closed, covered in what looks like blood. It's done, the message says. Ross replies, good, thank you. But here's the twist. Curtis Green isn't dead. He was never in danger. The hitman was actually DEA agent Carl Force, one of the investigators hunting Ross. Carl Force staged the photo, kept the $80,000 for himself, never told his supervisors. But Ross doesn't know this. He thinks he just paid for a murder, and he does it again and again. 5 more hits, 6 total, $650,000 in Bitcoin. No bodies are ever found. No evidence anyone was actually killed. The FBI suspects Ross was being scammed repeatedly. But the chat logs are real. The orders are real. The payments are real. Don't go easy on him, Ross types. This is a serious matter. The question no one can answer. Was Ross truly capable of murder? Or was he a naive kid getting manipulated? October 1st, 2013, the FBI knows Ross frequents Glen Park Library in San Francisco. They've been watching him for weeks, waiting for the perfect moment. 3:15 p.m., Ross opens his laptop, logs into Silk Road as Dread Pirate Roberts. The FBI makes their move. 2 agents stage a loud argument nearby, a lover's quarrel. Ross glances over, just for a second. That's all they need. An agent rushes forward, grabs the laptop before Ross can react, before he can close it, before the encryption activates. On screen, the entire Silk Road admin panel. Open, logged in. Ross doesn't fight, doesn't run. Later, agents will say he looked almost relieved. What they find on his laptop, detailed journal documenting everything. Bitcoin wallets holding $28 million, complete records of Silk Road operations, the murder-for-hire chat logs. Ross Ulbricht is finished. The trial lasts 4 weeks. Ross's defense, he created Silk Road, but sold it. Someone else became Dread Pirate Roberts. He's a scapegoat. The prosecution, he ran a $1 billion criminal empire. He ordered murders. The judge allows the murder-for-hire evidence, even though Ross is never charged with murder. The jury hears everything. Guilty. All counts. The sentence, life in prison without possibility of parole, plus 2 concurrent life sentences, plus 40 years. Ross is 31 years old. But here's where it gets dark. Remember DEA agent Carl Force, the one who staged Curtis Green's death and stole $80,000. He gets caught, convicted of extortion and money laundering. His sentence, 78 months, 6.5 years. Secret Service agent Sean Bridges, who stole $800,000 during the investigation. His sentence, 71 months, 6 years. Both are already free. For comparison, El Chapo Guzman, leader of the Sinaloa cartel, responsible for thousands of murders, got life plus 30 years. Ross Ulbricht, who never touched drugs, never physically harmed anyone, got life without parole.
This is a judge who finally got it right.
Right. All right. We all agree here on that?
Concur.
Life in prison without parole?
Yep.
Anybody else, any of the wise guys want to do it? That's what you're going to get.
We all know the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? And now here I am. I'm in hell. I'll spend the next few decades in this cage. Then, sometime later this century, I'll grow old and die. I'll finally leave prison, but I'll be in a body bag.
Silk Road has been shut down for 12 years. But the dark web is bigger than ever. Within weeks of Ross's arrest, Silk Road 2.0 launched, then Agora, Alphabet, Dream Market, Empire Market, dozens more. You can't kill an idea. Bitcoin, once an obscure experiment, is now worth over $100,000 per coin. Silk Road proved its use case. After serving about 11 years, Trump pledged at the 2024 Libertarian National Convention to commute Ulbricht's sentence on day one.
And if you vote for me on day one, I will commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht.
The Free Ross movement among libertarians and crypto supporters had been a major advocacy campaign for years. President Donald Trump granted him a full and unconditional pardon on January 21st, 2025, just his second day back in office.
Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was locked up for more than 11 years, but he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word. Thank you so much, President Trump.
After his release, Ulbricht received a 300 Bitcoin donation worth about $31.4 million from an unidentified Wallet FX leaders and raised $1.8 million through a personal property auction, selling items from his time before and during incarceration, FX leaders, including his prison ID card, which sold for 5.5 BTC, over $580,000. If this story blew your mind, smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss another deep dive. Drop a comment. Do you think the pardon was justified? See you in the next one.